Good morning, good morning, good morning. I need to put this out here real quick and then my stuff is coming. I'm waiting on one more package and we should be getting back to our daily cocos. Now, I am going to put this out here real quick for those ones in the back bragging about how they got me stuck in a bag and can't do this or that. He doesn't get mad at me when I stick around and put up with his stuff. He gets mad at me when I try to walk away and tell him he ain't worth a fuck. So if this man was trying to really put a damp in my plan because he hates me so much, then why does he get so mad when I'm trying to walk the fuck off? And for the last 2 years, that's what I've been trying to do, is put this man in his place for feeling like he can tell me what to do and rule over my life. For the ones who think they've won a prize, what did you have to pay for that prize? Because I'm not trying to be used, I'm not trying to be abused, and I'm not trying to be manipulated. I've already been there, done that, got the tickets, the receipts, and the bills. I'm not going there. Period. I am at my house doing my thing. I don't try to get up in any of y'all's business unless you ask me to or God has a message for you. I have isolated myself in so many fucking ways. I don't have any fun, dude. What fun am I supposed to fucking have? I have a bunch of people that I don't even fucking know attacking me for no reason. You are literally having fun attacking somebody who's never hurt you, who has never had any bad ailments against you, who's only ever told you the things that you need to shift in your life that would make you a better person. So how good of a person are you to be on an innocent person? Explain that to me. How chosen are you to do the things that you've done to me? And there's several out there, people, that aren't mentioning things because they're talking about me and they're focused on my story, but they're getting hit in ways that I've been getting hit because they're focused on me, or because that's part of their life and they are the chosen ones. See, we've realized that most of you bitches out here that are screaming 313, by the way, let me put that out there. D is in the house. And D is not going anywhere. Just need to put that out there. Detroit girls don't quit. Now, let me put this in here. 328. Detroit girls don't quit. And if you're looking for let me express to you that 3 has been in every one of my area codes. This one, that one. Every zip code I've had an address in has a 3 in it. Or an 8 in it. But anyway, it went from 931 to 313. So, and before that, it was 219. So, we'll put that out there as well. Those were my 3 majors. So I guess I didn't have a 3, but it was a fracture of a 3. 219, 931, 313. Those are my area codes. I didn't live in Jacksonville, but for months I didn't even live there for a year. So I don't put that as a either the time that I lived there. I don't put it as an area code. But anyway, back to what I was trying to say. You call yourself chosen, and I'm talking mostly to these women out here, because there are some guys out here that do it, but a lot of them are just trying to get to the story and figure out what's going on. But there are some out there that are like that. And I just don't understand how you could be proud to be that kind of person. In a world where we're trying to get rid of bullies, how can you be proud of being one? 519. How can you be proud to say that you kept me from my kids? You did everything you could to keep me homeless. You did all these things to make sure that any training that I got had no purpose. How can you be proud to be that kind of person? How does that turn you on? These are the questions that run through my head on a daily basis. I have these men that stand outside my house. They claim and told the cops they love me so much. But when it comes to the kids that we made together, they didn't give a fuck. I'm tired of all of this shit. And I'm tired of trying to prove that I'm a good person that didn't deserve to be done this way. Because you all know I didn't deserve to be done this way. And neither did anybody else who's been done the way that they've been done. Not this way. There's a lot of women out there that didn't get to raise their kids because the men sucked. It didn't have anything to do with the woman's parenting skills. It had to do with how much money the judge got paid. Look, I know for a fact, the judge sat there, looked me straight in the eyes, and told me he was not giving me custody of the children because he got paid. That's how fucked up the government system is everywhere. But in my town, they will sit right there in the courthouse and tell you they're getting away with doing something they're not supposed to, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. 525 is the light shine. 705. Something is shifting in my life, and I'm not going to be bullied anymore. I'm not going to be yelled at anymore. I'm not going to be ridiculed. And I'm not going to be told that being a good person is wrong. And that's a lot of what's going on right now. Do you realize that a bunch of drunk people are telling me that being sober is stupid? And yet every day I can post on here another DUI where a child got killed or an innocent party got fucked up because somebody else was drinking and driving that they had no idea of. They didn't even know these people. You keep making fun of me because I keep telling people to get off drugs. But how many people have we lost to overdose just in the last month? You keep making fun of me because I'm more concerned about what's going on in your life than I am in mine. My life is your life. You see, somebody from the outside needs to be checking in on you from the inside. Your rose-colored glasses got you thinking that what you're living in is something special, when really it's a bunch of dressed up shit looking for trouble. You have humiliated the fuck out of me for being somebody who loved you more than you love yourself. You felt good about taking a mother away from her children who only had their mother to love them because their dads didn't give a fuck about them. You laugh because you put me in a position where I have to ask the government for assistance. You think that it's cool to take the stuff that God gave me, the gifts of song, lyrics, dance, rhythmic nations, love, honor, morals, history that nobody has information on except what comes to my head to give to y'all. And then you guys end up finding information to verify that what I'm saying is factual. So it changes history and it makes you more loving is what it's supposed to be doing. But instead it's more important to say, you are not allowed to be the one. You are not allowed to be. You are not allowed, Jennifer, Yvonne. You must obey us. You didn't give me life. I don't have to obey anything that you tell me. Here's something you need to understand. I love people because I want to love them. I do things for people because I want to do things for people. I stay to myself because I want to stay to myself. I've loved every person that has been in my life. I have been there for you in ways that nobody has ever been there for me. Again, I say, at the ripe age of 49, there's not a person in my family that I can go to for assistance. And it has been this way all my life. I'm not the only one who has these issues. I'm not the last one that's going to have these issues. They made me who I am, and who I am is going to lead this world into a positive environment they can be proud of and happy to bring their kids into. There's an army of good people behind me that don't say that they're with me, but they still go out here and do things that are good for the human beings. Those of you proud of tearing down people, trying to work things out that you fucked up because you don't want to grow up, I hope this message reaches everyone it needs to. And I hope you understand, I'm not here to satisfy you. I'm here to shift the world into a satisfying position for everybody. You don't want to be a part of it, that's cool. I don't need you to. But what you should be wanting to do is be a part of this world. Because where we're going, nobody's ever been. Where you're going, people have been going for years. You know where you're going. You know how it's going to turn out. Nobody knows where I'm going. And they sure as fuck don't know how it's going to turn out. But God promised me it is going to take us somewhere we all want. So you join the ride. It's up to you. I'm not going to fight and argue with you over it. And I'm not going to deny myself the right or the ability to tell you how to do things that will lead you to a longer life. If what I'm saying to you is a problem for you, then life must be an issue that you don't want to have anymore. Because the only reason that God wakes me up in the middle of the night or tells me to do this or tells me to do that is to save a life. So if I'm telling you to do something and you're choosing not to do it, you're choosing to die. Metaphorically or physically, it doesn't matter. There's a form or a position that when you don't follow by God, you don't feel right. I've done that myself, dude. There's parts of me where I'm like, I wish I would have listened. You think that I get on here as a human with gifts and don't have issues, for real issues that you didn't give me, God did? Let me explain something to you. The hardest thing in the world is to be without your kids, especially when it wasn't your choice. And then knowing that they're in positions that are hurting them rather than helping them. And you're like, oh, but you don't know the whole story. 1414. And all I gotta do is provide you, and I am gonna name call. If you want to know what it's like to live in Tennessee, just look. And all the people that I hung out with, Jelly Roll and Bunny are, I mean, that's Tennessee for you. That's the kind of people, 1433, that's the kind of people I was around. Still drinking, still drugging, and still fucking the future of their kids up. Some things never change. You can crawl out here and say, oh, well, go get sober. And there's so many people jumping on the sober train because the songs that Jelly Roll wrote based on my life or based on hypothetically getting sober But hold on, I still need to be able to drink and pop a pill that people don't know about. You ain't sober, dude. And for somebody who has a lot of people out here getting sober, you're a fucking hypocrite. I couldn't imagine going out here singing the songs that you sing and then doing the things that you do behind stage. That's hypocritical as fuck, dude. People pay your bank just to get laughed at because they're doing what you say, but you're not even doing what you say. But that's Tennessee for you. I mean, they turned Broadway into a bar instead of a tourist attraction. When I was little, Broadway was restaurants that you can't afford unless you're on a vacation budget, and souvenir stores. That's all Nashville was. And I mean, you had every big star had something on that road. You could buy turquoise and stones in almost every store. I had turquoise jewelry like crazy, dude, because Indians are rabid through Tennessee. I have 3 kinds of Indian in me. So, like, my grandpa was born in Tennessee. So, for those of you who want to say, how do you... And everybody wants to invalidate who the fuck I am. You don't get to invalidate me. I have paperwork. You can draw my blood. You can take my hair. I don't shave my legs. I don't shave my arms. So if you're looking for a reason to say, oh, well, it's because she didn't shave. Motherfuckers, you can take a pubic hair if you like and test my shit. Go back 15, 20 years. 55, 35. Go back my entire life. 1703. I am who the fuck I say I am, man. I'm not here to hurt you. Not at all. But you'll have to accept the fact that if you want to be my friend or you want to be a part of my life, it's probably going to be from a distance. I don't trust anybody to give me a drink, a plate of food. I don't even hardly like to fucking eat processed food. I pray over all my food, all my drinks. I know that God has me protected, but I also know that so many of you are proud to be causing somebody who's trying to help you strife. Do you realize you're hurting your life? Well, I'm making money. Your friends are dying. Your kids are dying. You're dying. Your bad habits are killing any kind of success that you've been given. And you want to sit there, oh, well, you're a big did. Listen, I don't care what you call me. As long as you call me, there's love beating into your souls to get you out of the darkness. Every time you call me, there's a God presence trying to heal your purpose. Every time you make fun of me, God comes in and he does something to assist you with something to humble your ass. Quit doing the things that you're doing that are bad. They're not helping you or anybody else. People want family back. They don't want this thug life where everybody gets drugged up, fucked up, and dies. People are done with that. And this whole, let's make fun of each other, let's hate on each other, let's diss each other. Like, the first thing I woke up to was how to diss in hip-hop. Hip-hop's diss something, and it teaches you how to diss people in hip-hop. I'm like, I don't want to learn how to do that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to drive people down. I'm trying to show you how to build yourself up. And that's a big reason why you hate my messages. Because they're factual. They're things that you do need to work on. And you know for a fact that if you worked on these things, it would make you be a better person. It might not be easy to do at first because it's something that you've been taught that is okay and appropriate. But when you got into it, you learned it wasn't that. It was just what the other person had previously been taught was right, was good, was what they were supposed to be doing. We are in an awakening season, people. And that awakening is leading us to better places. You're going to get there a lot faster if you quit trying to break people down. If I say something about you, you should probably be working on it. I'm not a mean girl. I'm not a mean person. I stand up for the people that are getting bullied. I've been bullied all my life. My mom was my first bully. And there's a lot of people out there who could say that. My stepdad was my next bully. My grandma was next. And the only human that I had to help me was murdered. And that was my grandpa. My Tennessee grandpa. The grandpa that got left behind by the rest of his family. But then got held back in. My grandpa got abandoned by his family because he married my grandma. My grandfather, his dad, split the family because he married my great-grandma. I'm not trying to split my family. And it's funny that their families fell apart because of who they married. And mine fell apart because I wouldn't stay married to somebody who was cruel as fuck to me and my kids. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's somebody being mean to you, go to a place where you can get assistance. You don't have to put up with people's shit. It doesn't matter if they're the moms. It doesn't matter if they're the dads. It doesn't matter if they're the brothers, the sisters, or the longtime friends. If they're disrespecting you, you don't have to disrespect them back. Just walk the fuck on. The last conversation that I had with a girl that I thought was my friend, I meant every word I said. I found out that she was not my friend, and the only reason she was my friend was to try to dig up dirt on me or to try to know what was going on with me so they could sabotage me and prevent me from being able to get to my kids. And it wasn't to get my kids into a better position because my kids know drugs, they're in and out of trap houses, they're selling drugs, and these people are laughing about it. They think it's funny that good girl Jennifer's kids turned bad. Why do you think that that's cool? Why are you thinking that you won something by turning somebody's kids into something you wouldn't want for your own kids? Why would you think that doing somebody's kids dirty is funny? Why would you think that doing what you did to my kids was appropriate? And anyway, you made Sarah out to be a babysitter. You made Ethan out to be a babysitter. You also made Sarah and Ethan watch Reese and Eric get trips to this and trips to that. And they got to be in this sports group and that sports group. And they got to do this and that. And Sarah and Ethan weren't allowed to do that. Ethan got put in a foster home. And Sarah's family was bumming off of my grandma. You are some hateful ass motherfuckers that are so far from God. It's almost inappropriate to say that you were born of God. You need to fix yourselves. Realize what the fuck you think that you're so proud of and is so goddamn awesome. You tore some kids' lives apart that are so fucking loving, dude. I'm so proud of my kids. They couldn't be who they are today if they didn't have the love in their heart of God. Because the shit that they've had to put up with, the parents that they fucking have, and I'm not innocent, But I'm innocent compared to these motherfuckers, and I never fucking put my kids in harm's way like these motherfuckers are doing every day. So the courts didn't take my kids away because I'm a bad mom. Have you checked out Gary's rap sheet? Have you checked out the shit that these motherfuckers are doing? Check your brain. Because a good mom doesn't want another kid to go without their mom. 25-35. So if you're looking for me to say that there's anybody in Crossville that is good peoples, if you helped keep 4 kids away from their mom and you knew there was no reason for it other than you had to save your life and your kids from the Newberry wisdom, crush you if you don't do what we say, you guys have had to pay a heavy price to be on that side of life. Are you done paying that price for a life that you don't even want to abide by, but you do it because you're scared to do anything else? The time for freedom is here. In Crossville, you're going to be free of the wisdoms pretty soon. We're going to take them down, and nobody's ever going to have to worry about whether or not their shit's going to get shut off because you didn't do what Vince, Anita, Glinda, or Gary said. Their time is up. Just give it time. But stop doing what they fucking say, because the more of you that go up against these motherfuckers, the faster we can take them down and you can start having your town back. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm just saying. And the same thing for, corruption only leads to destruction. If you want something special, you have to make it special. You have to put love in it. You have to put honor in it. You have to put dignity in it. Don't be proud to cause problems in somebody's life, because that strife is going to boomerang right back into your life. And there ain't a goddamn thing you can do or say about it except, I'm sorry to the person that you caused the strife for to get it to come back to yours. I don't need your apologies, 2737. What I need is for you to straighten your life up. Because regardless of what you try to say, 2744, your life does affect mine. My life does affect yours. So while I'm sitting here making sure that I'm not taking in things that are illegal or gonna mess my shit up, I fix my diet, I don't do drugs, I don't even take any fucking meds in case the side effects. I don't drink any fucking alcohol. I don't go out and party. But I'm consistently trying to tell you guys how to work your fucking life much brighter and a higher vibration than what you are. And all you can do in return is to make your life so goddamn short, you're going the next fucking day or in 2 hours, because it's more important to tell me that I'm wrong than it is to take the advice and do something better for your own life. Chicago lost 109 people in 24 hours, dude. In 24 hours, Chicago lost 109 people to gunshots. Don't be proud of that. Do something about that.